time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
Hi, guys. Welcome back to Hot Messy Topics. All right, guys. Well, we're back and we're just kind of giving it a test run this week. Of course, like I said, next week we'll be back 2 to 3 times a week with Hot Messy Topics. I don't want to necessarily oversaturate everybody and try to do it every day and talk about the same things. But if we give it a good 24 hours in between, you can bet your ASS that we'll have something to talk about. Now, you guys know how this works. It's subscribers only, subs only in the live chat and to call in. So if you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to smash that like button. And with that, let's welcome Down with Jason.
Yay,
Hello.
Hot Messy Topics. By the way, twice a week, Adam, not 3 times a week, because we've already oversaturated your schedule before. And sometimes I like to have time off YouTube.
Oh, okay.
2 times.
Jason likes
Tuesdays and Thursdays, guys. Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Jason likes to let me know what's up.
Yeah, sometimes real life is fun.
Oh,
no
okay.
idea.
Okay. Well, I did pin the link, the call-in link at the top of the live, guys. Let me just make sure. All right, here we go. Hi, Murray. Hi, Darcy. Hi, Kyle Rupert. Hi, Danielle Marie. Annika. We have everybody in the room. JC Bear.
Everyone's in the house.
Lauren. Who else do we have? Aaron D. Coffee Buzz. All right. All right, guys. So, Elaine Hargate. Hi. I'm not buying Dorit's bullshit for a second.
Oh, God. Okay. No more of this. No more of this.
Yes, we just did that. We just did that. Okay. Ebony Dix is
Twitter
in the room.
Going after it, though, with the Dorit thing. I mean, I don't want to carry on about that because we just did the live about it. But, you know.
I mean, listen. Trish, I just saw you pop in and pop out. Pop back in. I want to start off with something just to get some of our basic topics out of the way. Everybody's really excited about Britney Spears right now. She came out of her conservatorship, right? Huge celebration. She gets her freedom back and she's pregnant. That's great. But now we're hearing that she's dealing with some drama with her new man, her fiance, Sam Asghari.
Not so new, though. Not so new.
Well, her new fiance. Not her new man, but new fiance. I think this is actually going to piss a lot of people off, really. So right now, her attorneys and his attorneys are trying to work out a prenup that makes sense for both of them, and they're having a little bit of an issue. Now, Britney Spears at this point, after her entire life working and giving us all of the music, the performances, the lives, and her family dwindling down her account, she's only left with about $60 million. I know that sounds like a lot of money, but if you compare it to somebody like Ariana Grande, who's been in the game for maybe 8 years, maybe 10 at this point, I don't know, but she's worth triple what Britney Spears is worth. And then you think about somebody like Kylie Jenner, who pops out Kylie Cosmetics and is considered the first billionaire, the youngest billionaire, self-made billionaire. And then you think about Britney Spears, who's been treated like a workhorse and only worth $60 million, right? Okay, well, now her fiance, Sam, is trying to negotiate within their prenup that every 5 years he deserves a pay raise, meaning every 5 years he feels like if, God forbid, he gets X amount after they divorce, if it's before 5 years. After 5 years, he feels like, let's tack on an extra $5 million to that. If he makes it to 10 years, let's tack on an extra $5 million to that. So if he stays in the relationship long enough, he's walking away with millions of dollars while also living a very lavish lifestyle while he's in the relationship, when really he didn't work at all for any of that money. This is kind of annoying to me.
It's a little kind of, you get kind of apprehensive about that because it's like, why are you really in this relationship? Why do you want to get married? Why, you know what I mean?
I think it's
just
her.
I understand the prenup, but who's the prenup for? It's really for her, not him.
Right.
You know?
Right. Alice said that man is going to take everything from her. I hope I'm wrong on this one. And Ebony Dix said, you know, I just don't think he's in it for the right reason. Oh, that was Shanna Morris. Wait, Ebony Dix said Britney hasn't done anything new lately. No, I understand, because she said, I'm not working for these people anymore because my family's spending all of my money. So she said, I'm going to stop working. And with him coming in and trying to negotiate, you know, making more money after every 5-year mark of their marriage, I think that's kind of bullshit.
Yeah, no, it does. It does seem a little. I don't know. You become a little. You're kind of question him now. And it's so weird because we've seen her being taken advantage before. Now, are you going to be taken advantage again because you think you're in love with this guy, which hopefully they are like fully in love and all of that. But the fact that he wants a pay rise after 5 years, that's so concerning. It's like, what do you want after 10 then? I mean, can you imagine that's not why you get married? And again,
$5
like,
million.
and the prenup is for her. I mean,
So-
where's his 60 million coming into this? Why does he need to be? It's very weird.
That equates to $1 million for every year that he's married to her. I'm married to you, and it must be so hard to be married to Britney Spears. So after 5 years, yeah, I think I should be able to walk away with at least $5 million of your hard-earned money.
I mean, it might be hard to be married to Britney Spears, okay, but that doesn't entitle you $1 million a year in case you get divorced.
I mean, I think that she probably needs extensive therapy at this point, but who would not if they were in? I feel like a lot of us need therapy without being put through what she's been put through, let alone having your family lock you into a room, feed you all of kinds of pills, like tell you you can't leave the house and not see your kids. And like, this is really disturbing. And I hope that Britney gets it under control. And if
well, I hope her lawyers are whispering in her ear and like, this is not much better than your parents, you know what I mean? Like, this is not much better than being in a conservatorship if someone you love wants to just take money from you in case something happens.
Right.
You know?
All right, guys. Well, we're going to move on to the next topic, and then I'm going to bring up callers. I'm going to do 2 or 3 topics at a time, then bring up callers and let you guys chime in. Again, I pinned the call-in link at the top of the live chat. I love seeing Trisha's puppy in the wait list down there. Okay, let's bring up something else because we just had Kim D on the show, and Kim D dropped some interesting information. We know Krista Marie Miller loves her some Kim D, but you better not talk about Frank Catania, not to Krista Marie. We know that. But we do have Jennifer Aydin. And I asked Kim D, what do you think about this affair that happened with Bill Aydin? Was this the first time to your knowledge? And Kim tells you straight up, this is why I believe Kim. She's like, if I know something, I'm going to say I know it. If I don't know it, I'm not going to say anything about it. And I asked her a few things and she's like, Adam, I can't answer that. I don't actually know. I don't have any receipts. I can't answer that. And when it came to the question about Bill Aydin, well, one, she claimed that she was originally blamed for this rumor coming out, and she said it was not her. And 2, she said there's more to come. This wasn't the only affair on Bill Aydin's part. And it actually made me feel really bad for Jennifer Aydin. If this does continue to come out, how many people did you hook up with? And it goes back to that whole concept of, is it once a cheater, always a cheater? Are there more skeletons in the closet that now
or is there a reason? I mean, I always try to think of, because in my previous relationship, I was cheated on so many times. Like I can count on more than 2 hands if I had them. And when you find all that out, it's just kind of a little like you're taken back a little bit. Is there a problem in the relationship? And has there been a problem? Or is he a sex addict? Is it
keep your pee-pee in your pants?
Yeah, I mean, what is it? Or is it once a cheater, always a cheater? I don't know.
Well, especially if she's at home 9 months pregnant with your baby, and then she's like the mother of your children. All of your children are at home, and then you're out here hooking up with anybody out of your office.
It's definitely a selfish trait for sure.
Yeah, no, it actually makes me pretty concerned. And now that Kim D has kind of, well, I don't know if it was me who opened this can of worms or if Kim D opened this can of worms, but regardless, now that this can of worms has been opened, it does kind of concern me thinking, oh, somebody's going to get wind of this and they're going to use it as a storyline going into season 13. They're going to be like, you thought you were done, girl. We're not done with you.
That's crazy. You know, I wonder if that's why every time like the guys go out and drink, like some of the guys can like hold it together, but he just goes a little too far. I wonder if he's just trying to like cover his guilt with liquid a little bit. Or if he has any. But don't you think that if your wife was pregnant and she's about to have a baby and you're cheating on her, like you would have some kind of guilt or remorse at all?
Yeah, that would be most people. But I can't speak on behalf of him, obviously.
You know what sucks though is them together. I actually like them. So hopefully they can figure it out.
Kim D knows the tea, and she was 99.9% correct about all of her tea, and that in the part that she's not, it's not her fault. She gets a lot of people trying to get her to say things and will set her up. So, okay, Krista Marie. All right. Last but not least, before we start bringing up callers, I want to hit 3 different topics. I want to talk about somebody who is pretty controversial at this point. We all know
still
South
controversial. Dakota. Yes, still controversial here. Okay, go ahead. Sorry, because I always interrupt you. I'm not liking this look on him for their wedding day, like at
Leave
all.
Bo Clark alone.
I'm not liking this blue and yellow. It reminds, well, I think it's because I'm from the circus, so it reminds me of the circus, but I'm not liking that. No.
I mean, they kind of are a circus, so that's okay. But
hey, you know, he's a good-looking guy, though. I guess he can pull it off.
yes, Bo Clark and Stassi Schroeder, they got married for the second time. This just happened this past week. Actually, I believe it just happened yesterday. They tied the knot for the second time in a wedding in Rome. Okay. They originally wanted to get married in Rome and the pandemic stopped them. So they ended up getting married at home. And then, of course, we know around the same time she was canceled, lost every brand deal, lost her podcast, lost her management, lost her just PR, lost her job, all of her jobs. She was taken off the board. Now, a lot of people are pissed because she just came out with her new book. I believe it's called, what was it? Off With My Head, the definitive basic bitch hand guide or handbook to surviving rock bottom. It was something to that effect. It doesn't matter if I don't know the name of it or not, because at the end of the day, it just became a New York Times bestseller, making this the second time for her, not only to get married, but to become a New York Times bestseller. Now, the controversy...
Lala's dream.
Yeah, Lala's dream. And the controversy here is that people are pissed because they're like, wait a minute, we canceled her ass. Why is she back? And why are people lining up to buy her book, especially when it's a book that just talks about her experience from being canceled, almost as if we're rewarding her. And
well, I wonder what was in the book. And obviously, and yes, guys, I do know that was a different, I know she had 2 dresses. They had different days, like the rehearsal dinner and all that stuff. But yeah, you know, still not liking the blue one. I like her dresses, both of them. I wonder what was in this book to make it a bestseller then, because honestly, you know, she's proven to be a New York Times bestseller before. Is it what did you learn from this experience, or is it who gives a shit, I survived kind of thing? I want to know.
No. That's not the tone she went into the book with. No, because Zach does like a book club for it, and it's not the tone. Her tone was more so like, you know, she was trying to explain to the viewers, I was really reckless. You know, I got into this groove of being on Vanderpump Rules, and we were kind of paid to stir up controversy and production. The producers, they pushed us to fight with each other, to call each other out, to go after each other, claws her out. And then I took it too far, and I shouldn't have. And I really effed up. And after I lost everything, you know, she said, I figured it out before I lost everything. But after losing everything, she said at one point she wanted to just take her own life, and then her baby saved her. And now she's doing her best and educating herself in how to not repeat history for herself.
Yeah. I mean, that's good. That's good. Obviously, listen, she was canceled or whatever. Enough people still care about her. I mean, I don't, but I mean, I don't care. I don't want to read your book. It's a reality show. You know what? I don't know. But I guess enough people are very interested in Stassi Schroeder. So.
Okay, we're going to start bringing up callers one by one. I see Aaron D, Krista Marie, Trish Phillips, the real Andy of Beverly Hills. Hey,
yay!
Andy. I also see Sarah. Oh, the list keeps going. I'm going to go in order. I want to ask, hi, Norma. Norma, by the way, I have a question for you. I'm going to message you after this. Hi, Aaron.
Hi.
Hey, Aaron.
Okay. Hi. Aaron, are you a Vanderpump Rules fan?
I watched some, but I have read the book.
You read
you
book?
Did read the book, the new book.
Yeah, well, I'm been reading it along with Zach because he's doing it on the book club.
Oh, see, told you he has a book club. People were like, "Does he have a book club?" Yeah, he has a book club. Okay, Aaron. After listening to Zach talk about this book, because I have not read the book, I've just listened to Zach. What are your thoughts on Stassi Schroeder in this book? Is this a book that is able to redeem her from everything that she went through and everything that she put Faith Stowers through, or no?
Actually, I do think it redeems her. The first book wasn't good at all. I did read it. A friend of mine had it. It was terrible. Sorry, Stassi. You did land on the best seller list. But this book really reflects on how she's grown, and kind of like she's not judging other people, but she is trying to bring people light of her mistakes and show what she's done wrong and kind of improve on herself. And I like that.
Is she encouraging other people not to make the same mistakes?
Yeah, it does read like that. She doesn't want anybody else to make the mistakes she made, like financially, and the other stuff is in there. And she's trying not to have those mistakes made by somebody younger or even going into reality TV.
And when she's talking in this book, Does it sound like she? I mean, you seem like you have a good judgment about you. Does it sound like that she's just trying to work over the fans to get her career back, or do you really believe that she's coming from an honest place?
I think she really insulted herself in the book, so I don't think it's from a trying to get fans to come back to her. I think she's really did this for herself and then published it. It does read like that this was maybe something she wrote herself to reflect, and then she put more of a public light on it. But no, it reflects like she's really taking ownership.
Okay. Aaron D, stick around if you don't mind. I'm going to drop you down and I'm going to bring you back up.
Thank you. Bye.
All right. All right, guys, 120 in the room. Don't forget to smash that like button. We have a super chat. Angelique F said, Jason, thank you. I don't either. Stassi showed us who she is several times. Believe her.
I mean, yeah, it's hard to come back from that. I mean, everyone likes growth and evolution and a change, and we'd like to see that story. And maybe this book is her way of doing that. Faith deserved nothing that was done to her. I do have to say, though, I've only had really shitty run-ins with Faith and Stassi, really. So it's just
I've only had great run-ins with both of them.
It's so funny because remember when they all tried to come in Pump and I wouldn't let them in because they were all just smashed and just completely crazy, and they were like,
smash that Pump, what a concept.
What a concept. But they're sitting there like live, whatever the hell it is, and putting cameras in my face. I'm like, you can send that to Lisa, you can send it to Ken. They wouldn't want you in here either, I promise. But when Faith came in demanding a table on our busiest night when we were completely busy because she is on the next season of Vanderpump Rules. She came up and she said, I need a table for 5. I said, it's going to be at least 2 hours. I'm sorry. We have a ton of reservations. She's like, do you know I'm Faith? And I'm like, I know who you are. You work at SUR. Like, I get it. She's like, right. I'm on the next season of Vanderpump Rules. I'm like, BFD. Everyone who comes in here is someone or I am this, I am that.
No, we turned Denise Richards down for a table. We turned Enrique Iglesias down for a table. We turned Simon Cowell down for a table when he came in and we were busy. But you also have to remember some of the people on the show also expect to be taken care of. Like, oh, well, I'm on the show. Well, it's a different company, friends. Like that's not how this works. Right. And to be fair, at Pump, SUR, TomTom, even when you're a celebrity, if you call in advance, they'll try to accommodate. But if you walk in and they're packed out,
we're always going to try to accommodate for another, employee or a friend, or of course, if we can pull it off or make it happen. But literally, when you have like a line out the door and people are already like yelling at hosts and everything is just kind of chaotic. You know how West Hollywood gets right on that corner. It's just
you got punched in the face by a woman.
Yeah. Yes, I was punched in the face by a very drunk woman. Another one tried to kick me. Yeah, that just happens. But that's,
A woman wanted a table and she punched Jason in the face for not giving her a table, which was and then there was another. Remember, one guy got upset with Lisa and yanked at her. Yeah, there was some people. There was a lot of stuff going down. Okay, I like to call this our tornado series, where she comes in, she drops the line, and she pops right back out.
Oh, it's got to be Ebony.
It's always Ebony. Let's see.
It's got to be Ebony.
Her camera just went funny. I don't know. Hi, Ebony. 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 Okay. So, no.
Is that a play on Frozen?
That's what it was. I was listening to. No, I went to Starbucks earlier and they were playing that shit and it got stuck in my head.
At Starbucks? No.
Yeah, it drives me insane.
I went on Frozen.
You don't get out of the car. You make me go get the coffees.
I do. Well, I'm driving. If I drive everywhere, you need to do something, right? You're always on your phone, so you got to go get the coffee.
You're the driver.
Also, I rode Frozen at Epcot. It was so much fun.
Okay, that's not what this is about.
Okay, sorry.
Do a blog about it. We'll watch it. We'll smash that like button. Let's welcome up the real Andy at Beverly Hills. Hi, Andy.
Hey guys, how are you?
Are you good? How are you? Why is it dark there?
Oh, I'm in Mykonos right now, so it's like 10 p.m.
Oh, life's hard for you, Andy.
Bye.
Okay.
I'm trying.
In Mykonos. It's about.
I love how you point the pool in the background. I'm so jealous.
Casually, I don't know. It's just where I am. No, I'm just kidding. How are you guys?
Good, how are you?
I'm great.
Lindsay Lohan's Beach Club.
It doesn't exist anymore.
No, I just arrived today, so tomorrow is going to be like the party day.
Oh,
good for you. Enjoy yourself. You deserve it.
Have fun, Andy. Well, in the meantime, I wanted to ask you, were you calling in about Stassi, Britney, or Jennifer Aiden?
I think a little bit of like Stassi and Jennifer Aiden. So just a little bit of both. First of all, like I think with Stassi, look, my thing is because I don't really like cancel culture, but okay, people cancel her. She lost everything. I mean, it was what it was, And then she gets this book, and my thing is like people get so angry, and I'm just asking, like, then how people are supposed to get better if no one give them a chance? You know what I mean?
Like how she's supposed to redeem herself.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I mean,
I have to agree there.
we know that she probably is not gonna be back on TV or Vanderpump Rules, or like we don't know, right? Because she lost everything. And also, if we really pay attention, they really didn't make too much marketing for this book. It was just, I mean, we knew it was coming, but then it was just out there, and then it was just posted by her, and it wasn't as big as the first one, and still got a New York bestseller.
Didn't
and
they
I think,
on the day they announced the book? Didn't Bravo drop something? If I'm not mistaken.
Yes, they dropped it was the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills trailer.
Yeah, something like that. So I mean, my thing is like people really, people really like to cancel, and sometimes maybe they deserve it, but they also deserve a chance to be better. She is saying that she's trying to, educate herself for her daughter, for her family, for her future. Then how are we supposed to know if she actually did it if we never really give her a chance? And I think this book is a stance to that. She is saying that everything that she did wrong. And she's trying to put it out there. Hey, I fucked this up. I fucked my career. I fucked my future. And this is how I'm learning, and I want the world to see it. And I feel that people should just give it a chance. I'm not saying that she's going to go full time on Vanderpump Rules just because of this book, but people need to like really at least give her a chance to say like, hey, let's see if this girl actually grow up, if she actually learned something from this,
Okay,
that's what I think.
Fair point.
From
That's a very fair point.
All right, and then Andy, what was your point on Bill Aiden and Jennifer Aiden? Did we lose Andy?
We lost him to Mykonos.
We lost him to Mykonos. Okay. All right. Well, Ebony Dix is back. So, of course, like I said, my tornado segment, she comes in, she pops out. Here we go. Hi, Ebony. Oh, you're muted. We can't hear you. I'm sorry, we can't hear you.
Oh, damn it.
She has something to say too.
I know.
Oh,
Call back in.
She said next time. Okay. All right. Andy, what were you going to say about Bill? You froze.
I'm back.
You're back.
Okay. What I was going to say about Jennifer, okay, I do think that that's more of a cultural thing, I think she was taught to be like, the man of the house can do whatever he wants. You have to be this perfect woman, and no matter if he cheated or not, that means that you are the bad one. That means that you are not doing enough. That means that so I think that, it's not acceptable. Of course, and I think that Jennifer deserves so much better than this. But at the same time, if this already happened 10 years ago and she already forgave him for this, and she's saying that she's happy, why are other people meddling into this?
Because she signed up for the Real Housewives of New Jersey.
Oh yeah. People are gonna talk about it. But what I'm trying to say is like, people it's not like they're trying to talk about it. It's like people are trying to use it to take Jennifer down.
Right.
That's the part that I don't like. Because yes, they are on a reality show. We all say you sign up for a reality show, your whole life is gonna be out there, if you like it or not. But why people are taking this like, I'm gonna use this to take you down. I'm gonna use this to fuck your family more, to take her like all the way down. That's the part that I don't really like, and I can't agree. You know, even if the rumor was bring by Margaret or Kim D or whoever brought it first, it's like, why are they trying to use this to take another woman down?
Do
You know,
you
if it
think?
was,
I
sorry.
was just going to ask you really quick. Do you think that if there is any truth to there being other women that we might not know about yet because we just know about the one person, do you think if there's any truth to that Jennifer Aydin could already know this and be sitting on it and just, she's like, oh, I don't want this out. Please, my gosh.
Honestly, probably yes. You know,
Okay.
I think that if she forgave him for the first one, you know, and then of course you have your whole lifestyle. You know, of course you live in a huge mansion. You have a billion kids with this guy, you know, so you want them to be, you know, okay as well. So at the end of the day, and again, I think it's a cultural thing. She said it on the show, like when she told to her mom was like, oh, what did you did? You know, like what happened? You know, maybe you were not enough. You didn't pay too much attention. You this, you that, you know. So I feel that yes, if there are other women out there, I will think that she knows about it and that she's just hoping to leave this out, especially because they're not trying to put it out there like empowerment of women, like, oh, you know, you deserve better. You are this amazing woman. You can do it by yourself. No, they are trying to look on every single thing just to take her down.
Right.
Despite or of her family or her kids or whatever, they don't care about anything other than take her down. So, but if there are, yeah, I do think that she probably knows about them.
This is the new
Okay.
era of Housewives. How can we take you down and get you out?
We're going to destroy you. Claws out.
Yep.
All right, Andy. Well, we're going to let you go play in Mykonos, and we appreciate you calling in. Thank you.
Have fun.
Thank you,
Have fun. You
guys.
deserve it.
Love you.
Have fun.
We love you,
Love
Andy.
you.
We'll see you
Take care.
soon. We had so much fun with Andy in LA.
I love Andy. Andy and Sebastian are amazing.
One night
Good
I had
people.
so much fun that I can't even remember.
I think 2 nights you had.
They're great. Oh, do you want to talk about you in Nashville?
Hey, I was allowed. The show was over. It was done. Emily took us out.
Liddy City on a night of any of our shows.
No, this is true, but like, you know, I like to wait till after the show. You know, like not like the night before or 2 nights before or whatever, you know. Like the
Is this
after.
gaslighting?
But it's also really hard to like when Emily takes you like the best bars and like whiskey tasting and yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Okay, so we're gonna move on the conversation. Do tell Jason and do tell yes. We're doing a Spilling Tea live recap, the good, the bad, the ugly.
Oh God, I'm not part of that.
Tomorrow. Yes, you are. Yeah, you're.
Let me
part of
see.
that.
What time is that? Let me see if I can put it in my schedule.
That's cute. Give me your phone. I'll show you your schedule. Okay. Are we getting Liddy City in Miami? Norma, yes, we are doing Miami. We just have to figure out the logistics of it, but we are doing Miami. Krista's face is like, what? Okay. So we're going to bring up some more callers, but before we do, I want to talk about a few more things. Can we talk about the disappointment that came after the premiere of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills last night? We were fed some misinformation and we were told that we were getting a teaser trailer for none other than the Real Housewives of Dubai.
I know.
What a freaking disappointment.
Well, then I'm thinking about it too. Like it's May 12th, right? So last night, if they released it May 11th, you know, this shit is going to be running like, you know, I can only still hear the little theme from the little teaser they gave us. We're going to be hearing that for a good workup. So maybe like next week is a good time to release it.
Yeah, I'm sure. I
mean,
they're
excited. If we're too excited for 3 wees, we're like, come on, where is it? You know, we've been waiting for this since it was announced.
It's like when I release my little teaser trailers for my interviews and I make them last for a week and everybody's like, come on, Adam, get on with it. And I'm like, I know. But I do want to say really quick, I love how they filmed this and I love seeing the behind the scenes in front of the blue screen. And these women are so pretty. And they gave us a little bit of a teaser. Like the one all the way at the end on the right looks like Lisa Rinna and Kim Kardashian had a baby. Look at her. Doesn't she?
Yeah.
Look at her.
I'm just excited to see them and I can't wait.
I can't wait for it either. What do you think, honestly, because I know that we're over anticipating the Real Housewives of Dubai. I know that obviously Real Housewives of Atlanta, their ratings are kind of dropping a little bit right now. I've seen a lot of feedback on Twitter. People are pissed saying Nene, Phaedra, and Portia could have carried that show on their own. Nene said in the past that Kenya was going to be the demise of the show. Why do we keep Candy around? I actually personally love Candy, but I saw on Twitter where people were like, she only brings it at the reunion, and then the rest of the season they keep her on because she comes with a massive following, which could potentially be true. But we know Candy said,
am I the only one? Because I have not enjoyed a couple seasons of Atlanta now.
Well, last season
far
was
after
bad, like,
2
almost every
episodes,
franchise except Potomac.
yeah, but for the past 2 episodes of Atlanta, like the first 2 episodes, I'm in.
Yeah.
The Bolo thing, the whole whatever, I could not get into that at all. And then everything after that, even before that, I stopped watching. But yeah.
Do you think Dubai is going to take the front runner spot when it comes to the Housewives, or do you think Beverly Hills will maintain it?
I think Dubai is actually going to be an amazing franchise. I do understand that people have issues with Dubai. I mean, just like we're seeing on the news today, NBA is doing their All-Star game over in Dubai. And it is a place where not a lot of people from our community are, it can be punishable by law to be part of the LGBTQIA plus community. So I do understand people's stipulations, or not stipulations, but I don't know what I'm trying to say. But, people's kind of
reservations
on Dubai. But we have to remember too, it's really, it's about the women, and also Dubai and the United Arab Emirates is one of the more progressive states in the Middle East. So I'm willing to give it a chance. I want to see. I know I've heard people talk about, slavery, of course, LGBTQIA plus rights and stuff like that. And I do understand that, but I'm not going to not give it a chance, only because like we have our own problems here. Every country has their own problems. If you hold a phone that starts with I, probably slave labor. I'm telling you, I think the only phone manufacturer in the world who doesn't use slave labor was Sony, the Japanese company.
See, I didn't know any of this,
So I want to see if it exposes anything, if it shows anything, or if it's going to help progress anything. Now, what's funny is they can't watch this in Dubai.
Right. They're not allowed to, they can't air it in Dubai.
This is going to be very interesting.
It might be good for the women, though, depending on how they act, that they don't air it in Dubai.
Yeah, maybe. But, I'm really excited to see Caroline again, because if you watch The Ladies of London, I really loved that show. I loved her. And it's fun to watch. I don't think we've ever seen it before. Someone from another franchise have an evolution and then come back into a new franchise. She's been through a divorce, a move, a new marriage, which we're going to see on the show. And I'm really curious about her life. But all of these other women, and he's hot. But all of these other women have my attention too, because they're so interesting. You dive into their Instagrams and their background a little bit. I think that'll be good. We'll see how they live in Dubai, and I think that will be interesting.
I want to say too, let me see if I can't bring here real quick. Just in case, if you guys aren't fans or don't know who Caroline Stanbury is, I love looking at her feed because she always has, she has like the best lifestyle. She has a hot husband. They just got married.
And I do have to say, the thing that I really like about Caroline Stanbury, not only that she was your first interview and she's amazing and she's pleasant, and you were on her podcast as well.
Divorced Not Dead.
Which is really funny to listen to. But she is that housewife personality. She doesn't have to try. She's not being a caricature like some of the newer housewives we're seeing. She is just Caroline Stanbury. She's been fabulous her whole life. She is fabulous. It just would be fun to see. And I'm really curious to see what the dynamic is between these women with all of their different backgrounds.
I agree. And you know what? It was Brian. Brian said, any guesses as to what they're holding in Dubai?
I was going to ask, did we figure that out?
No, go ahead and guess. What do you guys think that they're... I'm honestly thinking, because Caroline Stanbury did do 2 teas in a pod, and they said, is it something you drink, something you eat, or is it a thing? And she said, it's a thing, but it's not a camel. Obviously, it's not going to be a camel. I'm going to say a bar of gold. I think it could be a bar of gold.
Maybe like a lantern? Or is that just too...
A lantern?
Caricature-ish. Like...
Who the hell is holding a lantern?
A golden lantern, and then out of the lanterns, like the genie can come out and it will go boof and like bust into sand. I don't know. That's just how I do the intro. I think it'd be really cute. But I don't know what they're going to hold.
Thank you, Stacy. A lantern.
You know, like rub the genie lantern and then like the smoke comes out and the episode starts. You know what I mean? A palm tree. I don't know. Honestly, they could just be holding a wad of cash. So I don't know, who knows?
Okay. I'm so curious. Keep the guessing. It's coming, guys. Sabrina. Hi, Sabrina. Sabrina was at our LA show.
I do have to say,
so sweet.
Sorry, Brian did say dripping sand too much. I kind of like that now, but I mean, like, it's just, they're not holding anything really. It's just falling sand, but I guess it could, I don't know.
A golden fig. What are these guesses? I'm with Adam on the bar of gold. Okay. I do want to say too, because you didn't get the word reservations earlier, I'm going to complain for 2 seconds really quick. And Jason, don't name who this is, but tonight, Jason and I are going out with a housewife who's in town visiting. And I called because we're going out in Palm Beach, and Palm Beach is like kind of like the Beverly Hills of like Florida. Like there's a certain strip. And I said to Jason, I'm going to call and say that we have this housewife coming with us. Can they grab us a table? He's like, this is Palm Beach, bitch. Like, that's not how it works. And I was like, no, it'll be fine.
Housewives don't even matter here. It's like, if you're the princess of...
And they were so rude. They're like, cute. We have Donald Trump come in all the time. I'm like,
ew, we're not going to that establishment. That's not...
I'm like, that's your answer? And who gives a shit if you have Donald Trump? Like, what?
Donald Trump doesn't... First of all, Donald Trump doesn't drink, so he's not going to a bar. But
it's
I'm
not,
sure
it's a restaurant.
some of his...
I wanted a table at the bar.
You don't get tables at bars. We've worked in restaurants. You know how this works.
You get high top table. What are you talking about? Have you not?
It's always first come, first serve, unless you know the manager.
Have you not been to Ruby
Tuesdays? Do you know
Tuesdays?
the manager? Ruby Tuesdays?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not planning on going to Ruby Tuesdays, but I'm saying like they have high tops at the bar.
I know. I mean, if they're watching, they're probably like, I'm going to cancel right now because I thought we were going to.
Okay. Well, anyways, I'll keep you guys posted on that. But anyways. Now let me keep it moving because there's a new feud going on, and it's making me wonder what we have to look forward to for the Real Housewives of Orange County. I see Krista Marie. We're about to bring her up, but I wanted to bring this up really quick. Guys, don't forget to smash that like button. Tamra Judge and Heather Dubrow. Okay. Tamra and Heather are going at each other right now all over social media, and we see it. What?
Can I interrupt you really quick?
I mean, it doesn't stop you.
I know. I'm gonna get. I know it's gonna get shit in comments for this. Did you see Caroline on 2 T's in a Pod?
Yes.
Okay. When you did her podcast and when she did your YouTube, her interview with your YouTube, like her audio was great. She had the camera set up, everything. When she went on 2 T's a Pod, it looked like she was like sitting in a bath and she didn't even care.
No, she did not care.
She didn't care at all.
And she even
it's like someone told her to do it.
She was like, what is that thing called that you housewives do? Like the thing at the beginning where you like turn around and they're like, yes, the intros. And she's like, the intro. And I'm like, oh, she just does not give a shit. No, but she doesn't have to.
No, I mean, would you going on a podcast with Teddy?
Okay, let's get back to it. You're being shady. Heather Dubrow and Tamra Judge. Now, Heather Dubrow recently slammed Tamra for talking about her reunion dress and said that the reason that Tamra was talking about her and her reunion dress was because she's trying to stay relevant and build a brand with Teddy, aka 2 T's in a Pod. Tamra clapped back because Heather not only said that, but she said, listen, everybody wants Tamra Judge back on the show, but I don't see how she could ever come back on the show because she commentates on the show. And once you commentate on the show, how can they bring you back? And then Tamra clapped back and was like, nobody's trying to stay relevant over here. And by the way, you also commentate on Heather Dubrow's World on 100%. The show. And they brought you back. I was like,
so
Hugh and Tamra Judge.
Yeah, they're going to have to bring her in now. That would be great.
I mean, at first I thought she would come on and just rip Shannon Bedore apart, but that's not the case. I think she's going to come on, team up with Shannon Bedore. And I think that if they were to bring her back, because this bullshit about bringing back Alexis Bellino is just disappointing. Like, we don't need Alexis Bellino back.
Who
Tamra
likes
Judge
her again? Is
that.
it Andy? Andy Cohen likes her, right?
I don't know if anybody likes her.
I thought Andy liked her for some reason.
Alexis Bellino?
Am I mistaken? Yeah.
I mean,
I might be mistaken. I don't know, but this is a good cue for Tamra Judge to come back. I'm just saying. There's a lot of openings here.
I mean, I might agree with Jane Doe. Tamra is desperate to get back, and Heather is desperate to keep her off the show.
So put
Okay.
them on together.
So put them on together, yeah, because
Put them on
we know-
together. Let's see who lasts.
Kelly Dodd said recently on her podcast that she had a conversation with Andy Cohen, and he may or may not have been talking to her about bringing her back, but people will literally boycott the show. Like Krista Marie Miller said earlier, Bravo listens, like whether you're a podcaster, a YouTuber, a blogger, a vlogger, it doesn't matter if it's Bravo affiliated, they hear the audience and they do make changes accordingly. That's why he said at the season 15 reunion, wow, we've never had so much feedback where people have wanted to boycott the show over one housewife. What are your thoughts about that? And she's pretty much like, F off. So, no thanks. Bring Tamra back.
Bring Tamra back. I mean, there needs to be something, right? There were the rumors, which were proven wrong, that Gina got demoted to a friend, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that wasn't true.
That wasn't true. But we still have kind of, it's a decent cast. I enjoyed last season. But we do need some spice. And I thought Noella was going to be the pure spice of it all. I really did, especially after those first 2 episodes. I was like, this girl's going to bring it. And then just going on and on. She's such a fan of the Housewives that she lost me because she was trying to play all these parts and then her stories weren't really adding up. So I was like, whatever, I'm done with you. Who else is there? Well, Emily and Gina were kind of funny, but then they get too like hennish and like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but I feel like kind of they are kind of props for the, you know what? Let's bring up another caller. Let's bring up Krista and let her chime in on this. Guys, don't forget to smash that like button, show some love, and go off, go off, do whatever you got to do in the live chat. Just do it.
Do what you got to do.
Hi, Krista.
Oh, hi. Hello.
Hello.
Welcome back.
Welcome. Okay.
So where do you want to start? Dubai, or do you want to start with Heather and Tamra?
Heather and Tamra. Like,
Okay.
Tamra, get out. No, we're not bringing Tamra back. Tamra and lining herself with Fetch is just enough. It just tells you enough. Like, it's just, she doesn't need to come back. Heather is not desperate to keep her off the show, but I know that Tamra, I think, is desperate to get back on the show. And we don't need her. What do we got to, like, for what? Like, to go
Okay, Krista, I have a question. Would you
Sure.
prefer them bring someone else back, a veteran of the show, or do you think they should try again with a newbie?
A newbie, absolutely. Try a newbie. No more veterans, because it seems like our veterans want to talk a lot of crap and act like they're now too good to go back on the Housewives. And they act like they would never do it and they're too good and this and that. And then you know that they're just desperate to get right back on. So, like,
Noella really didn't work. Nicole didn't work. I'm trying to think of who else. I'm wondering if like we can bring Tamra. I know it's almost, and you can't do a legacy shit with that. Like there's no.
Like, I mean, if they're gonna go anywhere, go to the island, where they send you after you're not gonna come back any longer. Go on to Ultimate Girls Trip. Like, I think that's the best we're gonna have to get with Tamra coming back ever.
That's where they go to retire.
I mean, I didn't know how to really put it, but
That's not an island. That's Bluestone Manor. The first season was
that's
an
so
island.
unfair, though. How's it unfair that one of them gets like an island and the other one gets like Bluestone Manor? I mean, it's not.
Well, the ones who are going to Bluestone Manor are just happy to be there. So I think
mean,
that's
there was Bluestone
true.
Manor or Turks and Caicos. Turks and Caicos sounds a lot better than Bluestone Manor, but hey, listen, I'm not knocking it.
I mean, honestly, like, I feel like with OC, I miss the old days. I miss, like, at the end when they show you the last, like, what they're doing now, and they play that music. That reminds me of the old, like, days of the OC. And we're never going to get it back. I'm so disappointed after last season. Like, it's not like it's just different. It's just not really. I love Heather. I think Heather's real. I think with her kids, they're amazing. I will definitely watch a spinoff with Heather and her family.
Okay.
But I feel like Gina and Emily kind of like they're like caricatures, kind of like we're kind of looking at them like, haha, funny, like, let's just see what they're going to do this week, kind of thing, like, together. And like Shannon, Shannon, like, I'm happy we get to see Shannon's happy ending. We saw this. She has John, her kids are doing well, she's successful now, like, she doesn't really need the show any longer, so she'll be okay. And then I kind of forget who else? Like, who am I forgetting? Oh, Dr. Jen. We know we even know if Dr. Jen's
I already forgot. Yeah.
Me too. Like, I'm okay. Like, I'm all right with her. It's like Fetch. Like, she's a nice lady. Like, what do you want me to say?
Wait, I did want to ask you too. Are you watching Miami?
Yeah. I mean, I watched it the first time. Yeah.
Did you see the rumors that just came out about Linny?
No. What is it? He's checked out of the marriage. What?
We have to talk about this.
Oh my God.
Please,
we have to talk about this really quick, you guys.
Oh.
So there's a rumor, and it came out that Linny and Lisa Hochstein are getting a divorce. Okay.
I've seen it.
Now,
Go ahead.
there was an altercation in the club. I'm gonna go ahead and bring up this girl.
Oh God.
So this girl walked in the club with, and this is all allegedly.
Ugh.
Where are you? Hold on, she's
This
coming
is-
up right now. Katharina Mazeppa.
Well, wasn't it Lisa who walked in with Larsa in the club that Lenny was already in with this other model?
What is he
Yes.
retarded? Like,
I mean, you saw the checkout in season
yeah.
4.
we
you
did
saw
not.
the checkout.
Are we surprised? Like,
Are you ready for it? Are you ready for the girl that they announced that he allegedly walked in on?
Oh gosh.
I see Erin D looking it up on her phone already. She's
I
cheating.
wait. Oh God, I'm scared.
This is her.
It's his next project.
What the what? I mean,
This is Katharina Mazeppa.
I don't know.
I
her.
can't find like a very PG photo, guys. I apologize. Oh, here's one.
But like, what is he? What is he like? What is wrong with him? Did he not care about cameras finding him, or people seeing him, or getting caught? Did he not learn? Did he not care? Let's be honest. Like, he was obviously checked out, which was really sad to watch, because I thought maybe I was just seeing something that maybe I'm like, okay, they did not come back from this, and it was really sad. But for him to really do that and get caught is really disgusting, because she doesn't deserve that.
Well, they're saying that there was a whole showdown in the club, and she walked in and flipped her shit, and now he's trying to debunk the rumors. But I'm sure if this does exist, there will be photos that surface, because we know Bravo fans, and it's like when Michael Darby gets caught when he sits next to a woman, people know who Linny is. It's Miami. It's not that big.
I really like it. Sounds so ridiculous that it's like, hopefully it's not true, because is he really that dumb, or does he really not respect his wife? That
Randall is that dumb.
How can you be? You're not dumb. You just don't care. I mean, come on. It's not like they're on reality TV.
My problem was, if this actually happened and allegedly Lisa got into her face, and she had Larsa by her side, I'm like, where are the cameras? Because I like Miami for the whole cotton candy little drama they have. It was a fun season, but man, if you wanted to step it up, missed opportunity.
I'm sure somebody's got cameras somewhere. I'm sure if this was at a club, somebody's iPhone was running. You mean to tell me that nobody caught this on their iPhone? Nobody did. Come on. This just came out this week.
We're gonna add Norma to the conversation. Hi, Norma.
Hi, guys. So nice to see you both. Hi, everyone.
Norma, are you watching Miami?
Yes. Oh, I saw the first go round. And this is pretty sad. I think that Lenny's being a little bit, it's mean, because they have 2 small children, and, you know, he had wanted a 3rd child. And this girl, I mean, no shade to her, but she looks like his wife in a different iteration, you know, and you know that she's not with Lenny for his looks, and he's probably with her for her looks.
You don't think Lenny's a good-looking guy?
I think he's attractive, but a young, beautiful girl like
handsome.
her, I mean, she could do, you know. I don't mean to be so superficial, but this is exactly what this. I mean, he's a plastic surgeon. It's superficial.
It's sad, because she really loves her husband. You can tell, but.
Don't you think that plastic surgeons sometimes get fixated on like making their wives or partners their projects?
I mean, if they don't mind it, then who? I mean, really, like if the wife doesn't mind it, then that's on her too as well for wanting the plastic surgery. This chick looks like she doesn't need any help in the plastic surgery department.
How old is she, Adam?
I don't. The
30,
only
35, 37.
I looked
It
her up.
looks like every other filtered.
No, she's 20. She's 26.
26. She can't be in her 30s. She's definitely.
I mean, this is a filter. I'm sure this is half filtered too. This picture. Come on, nobody really likes.
Listen, you can say that's half filtered, but you're not filtering every single one of these.
No.
Photos.
Oh no. I mean, but like, she's obviously some type of underwear model or something, right? Or this is normal.
This is normal. This is how a lot of girls like to look these days, and it's no shade. I mean, if you got
an old person, but like,
yeah, I guess.
She
Like-
did an article too, or an article came out about her that she reposted, and they were celebrating her as one of the most successful models in Miami who bought 3 homes by the time she was 25 and is making over $1 million a year.
They did this because of Lenny, or this is just before Lenny?
This was before Linny.
Okay, so she was somebody, something.
Yeah.
So she's in the scene.
Okay.
She's in the
So,
scene.
all right. I won't have to deep dive on this because that's really shitty of him if this is true.
Oh,
But
okay.
it's not
I would
shocking.
love, I would
the
love to
kids.
see her. Let's see she comes on the show and just in the future. Oh, I guess she wouldn't be on the show in the future. They should add her to the show. Then she can come teach Larsa how to do OnlyFans.
Oh, okay.
Seriously.
Well, aren't they filming right now?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, where
Be
were
on
they?
the show.
Darn it.
Absolutely.
Viewers had to have got this. Come on now.
Let me see, because somebody just sent me something. I don't want to bring up all my DMs, so let me stop screen sharing really quick. Can you imagine? That probably wouldn't be great. Let me see.
Oh, that would be wonderful. Let's read.
Yeah, let's go
That'll
through
be
a
the tea
nighttime
for the day.
recap of Adam's DMs.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Here it goes. This was them just filming here recently. They were filming for a music video, apparently.
Hello.
You can see. Ah!
Whose dudes are they?
These bad bitches. Hello.
And guess who's there? And guess who I said would come back? Kiki.
Kiki. Yes.
Who's that?
Is she a friend or is she a regular?
Kiki
a
is
good friend
probably
again,
a
I'm
friend
sure.
again. Kiki didn't bring it enough. She didn't bring it enough last time to not be a
I
friend.
don't know. Season 1, I would give her another shot because season 1 I felt like was like a warm up. She
I don't
didn't know what she was
even remember
walking
who that
into.
is. Sorry.
But Gina's back as a housewife.
Who?
Gina?
There's no Gina.
No, I know,
Birdie?
but you guys said that it was debunked that she was demoted to.
Oh yes, yeah. She is back as a. She's not demoted to a friend. She's going to be a housewife.
So, like, OC announced like their whole cast already again.
No, she just debunked the rumors and said I'm not being demoted. So she's only confirmed herself, but we don't know who else is being confirmed. And Heather Dubrow just came out on her podcast and said that 2 out of the 4 of her children have said if Heather decides to film next season, they don't want to be on camera.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I don't blame them.
Well,
I
yeah.
think their personal life is not fodder for television.
I mean, I loved her. I loved seeing how amazing they raised their children. So, like, I hope that maybe they go on a different show. I hope they get it. You know what I mean? I hope that that's just because it's Housewives. Because, I mean, they want to do a lot of side projects. So, I mean,
I just make a YouTube channel and pay somebody. If you're paying somebody $30,000 to throw a sushi party, you can pay them $30,000 to put together a 12-episode family vlog
or a podcast.
I love her podcast because she just explains what we don't see and how Noelle is a little liar, pants on fire all the time.
Didn't Kyle say last night on Watch What Happens Live she doesn't want her daughters on TV?
I think it was the other.
She said that, no, Kyle Richards was on Watch What Happened Live, and her 3 daughters were the bartenders.
Yeah.
And she said they're not. I don't want them on TV.
What did they want?
Oh, I didn't
They
hear her
don't,
say that part.
but they're bartenders on the show on Watch What Happens Live.
They literally. What did
Yeah,
I wonder what
and-
they wanted to do.
And you also
last
just
night
with
it was-
Portia.
Well, Andy even looked at the TV and he said, Portia, when you become 21, you can be a guest here and do the bar. But last night on Watch What Happens Live, and I'm not trying to derail the conversation, but it was a total Sutton hate fest.
I'm gonna. Yeah.
For the night, she was the jackhole of the night. So I think the way they edited it last night, it's gearing towards targeting Sutton.
There always has to be a target on these shows.
The shady polls, and there was like the first 2 in a row were firing off at Sutton.
Yeah, but
And-
I love when Dorit and Kyle were wrong on that first question, and I forgot what it was.
Oh.
It was so horrible. I don't know. I don't want to.
The first question was who stirs the most, you know what? And Erika was winning, and then Sutton won by 1 point, and they were like,
I
"Oh,
forgot
this
which
is
question though. Like they said someone else, and then it was Sutton, but in Sutton's favor.
I
can't remember.
I
my
forgot.
poor heart.
I was concentrating too much on what Dorit was saying.
Mhm.
What was gonna? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
me too.
you know Michael Mike just said, why do they want to target Sutton though? I think, to be fair, Sutton came off a little cringy on the first episode. I don't think she's cringy like altogether. I think that episode didn't paint her in the best light with the viewers. For anybody who had compassion for Dorit, they obviously were going to be pissed off at Sutton. And then, I mean, she came in hot, but she's giving us Housewives.
But like, when do we stop asking questions though? Like, we don't stop asking questions about things just because it's a certain housewife. We asked the fair.
She did apologize, so that's the thing. Even on Watch What Happens Live, they just talked about it, and Dorit said it was painful, but in no moment did she say, Sutton released a statement that she's sorry. Mm-hmm. So they're letting her, like, it was very tone deaf on her part, very tone deaf.
Right. Oh, sorry, Sutton. Actually, I was going through my, I think I said this in the Beverly Hills recap. I was going through my stories and I went through them again. And now I had Erika, Lisa Rinna, Sutton, Dorit, and Kyle who watched that. We did the recap earlier. And I'm like, shit, I hope we didn't say anything bad.
Well, you know what?
I mean, listen, you can have opinions. You're on TV. You're on a reality show. You're allowed to have opinions.
How fun would it be if we disagreed? Like, I like to hear other people's opposing opinions.
Yeah. Well, and that's what this is for.
Exactly.
I also feel like maybe Sutton doesn't really care so much about the Dorit situation. I know that it's awful to even say, but none of the ladies were there for her last season except for Garcelle.
I think
I can imagine how she's. Yeah.
I want to know what her. But did Sutton say why she said that? Like, do we have any backstory? Did she come on Twitter? Did she say anything?
She was having a bad. I mean, she was caught up in the whirlwind of getting
the French designer.
I mean, that really can't be the reason. Come on, like, it just seemed like she. I don't know.
It was very elitist.
But like, I think she has more integrity than that. I guess. I don't know.
Can you imagine, Norma? We have to get some of these housewives to come out and play with us in Miami. That way, we can get them Liddy City and get all the good.
Oh, I'll get the good. I'll talk to them in Espanol. I'll talk to Nicole, Dr. Nicole, because she's Puerto Rican.
I have to learn how to fly. I don't want to get on a plane ever.
No, it's okay. You're not that far from Miami. You're only in New Jersey.
I know, but that's still have to fly probably, unless everyone wants to drive. If everyone wants to drive, I'll try.
Take a train. Isn't
Philly Diva's like, sign me up.
I know, right? I said, hey, whoever, I'll drive.
I'll drive.
I have to learn how to fly.
Welcome to Miami. Bienvenidos.
It would be so much fun though. Oh my God.
Mike had a point. She did an interview. It was either with Us Weekly or Page Six. I think it was Page Six. And she said, I feel bad about how I acted. And she did say that, but she did not elaborate as to why her response was the way it was. She just said that, like Norma said, she was having a bad day.
Well, you know what? She also, in the very beginning of the last season, she also said, she apologized for, she said, I truly did, I care about Erika's feelings and I truly did have, compassion for her. So, she might feel bad for what she said, but she still might have reasons.
Also, this is episode 1.
Right.
Episode 1.
It's gonna get bad with the whole Elton John thingamabob. And the thing is this, I kind of respect that when somebody apologizes and then gives you a whole list of reasons and justifications, then you have to question it. But if you're like, listen, I messed up, I'm sorry, let's move on. That's all you need. I don't think you really need an explanation, but they're going to drag her, I think, this season. And the whole Lisa Rinna, I mean, there's Erika telling Garcelle, oh, she does things. And, and Erika's not taking ownership of the threat.
Yeah, well, how are you supposed to believe anything Erika says?
Like, nobody cares what they say anymore. I really don't think anybody cares. She never on that list. The list is out there. She never paid for it. She was trying to protect Garcelle. She was sticking up for Garcelle. Erika was so delusional. So was Rinna. Oh God, like it's
I'm watching what happened. Just started.
I know. And on Watch What Happens Live, Kyle and Dorit, we're team. Who were they? Team Rinna, but nobody addressed the fact that receipts have been shown. Nobody addressed the fact that that she was doing it. That the reason Sutton said that was to protect Garcelle.
Not to take anybody down.
Exactly.
But Rinna's going to take herself down because she won't stop talking about it. Dumbass. Sorry. Like, now people are going to dig and make you look like, because Sutton has integrity. She's not going to say something that's not like, she just said, like, I mean, oh, I can't. My heart.
Look at that.
Norma, do you see what can of worms you just opened?
It just happens every time it comes up. I mean, like, we're no further along than we were 2 years ago. That's what I mean. Nobody's going to take anything serious because we're not getting any further along with Erika. We're not going to, if we either, at this point, whoever believes or does, and whoever believes or doesn't believe or doesn't. So what really are we going to decide that we haven't already decided ourselves? And with Rinna, she's just, obviously she turns on Erika. So you just know that, like, she just thinks that she's still.
Well, even our Patrick in the live chat just said, Lisa, this is her last season. And I kind of feel that coming to a conclusion too, because I don't even know what she offers. I mean, Lisa's great TV. I'm not going to take that away. In the worst way, she's great TV. But
for how many years now? 70? Like,
yeah, I can't. Like, it's
her
just,
contract actually does.
so
That is
over
true.
the
Her
top.
contract does come to. This is the last season of her contract and Erika's contract. So
I don't
potential renewal period. Yeah.
I think they're going to take themselves out. So they're going to take themselves out, where we're just going to be like, oh God, like.
well,
And it depends. We'll see how much Diana Jenkins brings. She might be a great replacement for Lisa.
I'm good because I need it.
I mean, Erika's tagline saying, "I don't care. I don't this. I'm dangerous." You're not dangerous. You just got a hot mouth.
Yeah, girl.
she said, "I have nothing to lose.
Not
and I
getting
have
drunk
nothing
with your
to
pills,
hide."
eating Taco Bell. That doesn't sound very dangerous to me.
What do? God, what are they afraid of? Like, what are they
Hey,
do?
Tammy, in the live
Please
chat,
do.
I have said this a long time ago. Shiva should have been on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills a long time ago.
No, but Shiva doesn't like drama.
No, she doesn't. And she's
She's
really
a
good friends with
sweetheart.
Caroline.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, with that, guys,
Okay,
now
guys.
we're in, and I know that Jason and I have to go get ready for our little Housewives Day. I'll post pictures and keep you guys posted. It was so fun to be
Housewives
back
Day?
and do lives. Yeah.
Do you have any other tea you want to spill to your devoted fans
About
about anything that you guys might have in mind?
Like a
I
wedding
have-
date.
Maybe.
Okay.
A
No,
wedding
we're
date?
doing a Spilling Tea live recap, talking about all of the stuff that went behind the scenes. We mentioned some stuff on Zach's page, but I'm getting into like the real dirty dirt. of it
Great. So
tomorrow.
Norma, you and I are definitely on the list.
Yeah.
Do
Norma,
not-
you're on the list for this.
Do not repeat what I told Jeffrey Epstein. Whatever you do,
No, oh no.
that is triple X.
Triple X. We won't repeat that. Nope. You're safe. What happens in LA
but-
stays in LA.
Please give us fair
But not in New
warning
York. No,
for
just
the
kidding.
Miami for the I know, New York, but give us fair warning for the Miami because summertime I get a little busy, but I do want to go to Miami.
Oh my gosh, of course. We'll probably give everybody at least 2 months heads up.
Perfect.
I think what would be great is BravoCon is happening, October?
Yeah.
You have like the midpoint between now and BravoCon.
Yeah, let's think about, like, Zach and I were even talking about maybe August.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Okay,
When
I'm
it's the
sh-
most
my
hot down
birth-
here. Great.
Yeah, I know. But
really
then we'll
hot.
all be in bikinis. That'll give me time to wear off all that food and drink I had in New York and LA.
No.
Jason and I will go on a we'll get on the wagon
Oh God.
and fall off every 3 days and come back.
Two cleanse like so.
Oh, great. Oh, great. Trish said, I'm there. I love Miami. Oh, gosh. Trish is coming. That means it's going to be a good time.
Pick
Oh,
me up
boy.
on the way somehow. Pick
And
me up.
Joe's looking for Airbnbs as we speak. So,
Yeah.
and we
How's
each
your
want our
private
own
date?
room. We each want our own room. We're very Lisa in this.
I don't know,
Lisa
man.
from-
Last time Joe looked for a room, it got flooded, or something happened. Our pipes.
Well,
burst.
that's in New York. That's in New York.
Yeah.
I would never do Airbnb in New York because no.
Eh.
Okay. All right, boys. Love you, my
All right,
handsome.
Norma.
We
Love you, my
Kristen
handsome.
Marie. Thank you
Take
for joining
care.
us.
Bye.
Bye. All right, guys. Well, that was a fun, hot, messy topics. Just like a little bit of a kind of
Warm
getting our feet wet back into it. And of course, we're doing the Spilling Tea live recap tomorrow, where we're spilling all the tea behind the 3 cities and everything that went down. We're going to be joined by Zach. And of course, Jason just found out on this live that he's going to be a part of that too. And when Norma asked, do I have any tea to spill? we have a few things up our sleeves right now, but I just can't announce or talk about them yet. I also don't like to usually tease things until I know that they're 100% confirmed or until I've already done it. And then I like to tease it and drop it. But trust me, we have some shit coming for you. And you guys are going to freak out. But with that, that's enough said. Don't forget to smash that like button. Thank you to all of our amazing callers. Thank you to our incredible mods. Thank you to everybody for smashing that like button, getting subscribed, and being a part of the Addams family. Jason, if they don't know, will you let them know?
Let them know
Where they can find you.
You can come find me, but no one here. Listen, there's only like a certain amount of people who want to like watch Below Deck and talk about Below Deck.
Put some oomph in it.
I have those people. If you want to come talk about Below Deck on Down with Jason, you're more than welcome. But I'm going to be here for a lot coming up.
For a lot. Jason's going to be here for hot, messy topics, Real Housewives of Dubai, Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Yeah. You're going to be here 4 times a week.
That's all right, a lot guys. For me. You know, I'm not made like you to do this, you know?
Okay. We'll get it together, girl. You got to work. Okay.
All right.
Bye, Aaron D. Bye, everyone. We love you. Bye, 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 bye.